Wait, it says the wrong thing. I'm not in A Christmas Carol.
Yeah, we'll leave it.
How did we end up deciding to go to Alaska?
Because I wanted to go for my birthday.
Nope.
Where are we? 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Alaska!
We have been tracking airfare for quite a while now, for the last few years, just looking for some good deals. And we saw a deal for miles to Alaska. So the 4 of us decided to go. And then I called my mom and I said, hey, have you ever been to Alaska? And she said,
no.
Your tickets are covered. You can stay with us. Do you want to go with us? And she said,
no.
Which I was a little bit confused, so I pushed back a little bit, and eventually she said yes.
So when they first told us that we were going to Alaska, I'm pretty sure it was like the type where you're like excited, but at the same time you're not.
My first response was definitely,
Won't you
cool.
come with me? We'll go ride the breeze singing C'est la vie. It feels just right.
So once I knew we were going to Alaska in May, I kind of geeked out a little bit because there's so many important things when you're traveling. Food, the things you're gonna do, the things you're gonna see, more food, where you're gonna stay, more food.
We left on Friday after the boys had finished school. We hopped on a plane.
We have a tradition in our family where we do movie night. So we synchronized our screens. We all started a movie at the same time. 3, 2, 1.
Play.
It all comes back around. It feels so good to be alive. Up hills and over mountains. They'll know it far and wide. It all comes back around. It feels so good to be alive.
Arrived in Alaska around 9 p.m. their time.
When we got off the plane in Alaska, the air smelled good. I called it the Cinnabon effect, like when you go to a mall and Cinnabon is like pumping out that great Cinnabon smell and you just crave it and you want it. That's the fresh air in Alaska. I think they're Cinnaboning us.
One of our things too is whenever we get the rental car, we never know what color it is. We all guess to see who would be the winner.
White. Yeah, white. I was gonna guess white.
Blue.
Blue.
Black.
Okay. We got it. Black.
No, it's blue. It's blue.
Elliot kept saying, no, I think it looks black and stuff.
Yes, I know it looks blue. That's because of the light.
When I first saw it, I really thought it was black, but watching it again, why did I think it was black?
Pretty sure it's black.
We rented a Toyota Highlander. It was a hybrid, which I've never driven before, but it was amazing because we drove the entire 72 hours, that whole weekend we were there, on one tank of gas.
For us, it just worked way better to do an Airbnb because we had a kitchen, we could pick up groceries if we wanted to, and it costs the same or less as getting 2 hotel rooms.
You excited for today?
Yes.
Where are we going?
Bakery for breakfast? Yeah.
On our first morning in Alaska, we woke up, headed to a bakery it was like right by our place. And I kind of looked it up. It was a really highly rated bakery. We grabbed some snacks and we headed to Seward. We had a few little stops along the way to look at stuff. We saw a coyote on the side of the road.
There's like this coyote on the side of the road, a wild one.
I don't know how Quinn missed it.
And we felt like, how often are we gonna be here? So we kind of treat trips like that where we're like, it's worth going back so he can see it. So we turned around and went back.
Second time we pointed, he couldn't see it.
Then we passed it again and I didn't see it.
We went by it like 3 times.
We all saw the coyote again, except Quinn.
We were all kind of sad, and spoiler alert, on our next trip, he saw 3 dead coyotes.
3 dead coyotes? Something's wrong with your head then.
So better maybe? Maybe not as good? I don't know.
Matt's mom, Phyllis, was with us on the trip, and she was just curious about like where we were and which mountains were around us, and so she said, do you think you could name these mountains?
We all started saying, that one's Jeff, that one's Larry, there's Harry, there's Diggy, there's Iggy, there's...
John, Larry, Mary, Diggy, Mikey,
That's Diggy. Hey, Diggy. I dig you, Diggy. We went on a boat tour in Seward.
You ready?
Ready for what?
For the boat tour. If you can't afford the tour, just go to the harbor. It's so pretty there. They have a lot of shops. Seward is a really, really cute town.
When Jill had done all the research for the boat tours, we kind of landed on this one, which I think ended up being about 5 hours. It was perfect for our family because we have young kids, but also my mom. It was a larger boat. So you're not going to get crashed around by the waves as much, and had indoor seating, so that was heated, and you could still venture out, outside to catch a glimpse of whatever animals that we saw. So it was kind of perfect.
And it might seem stereotypical, but it was worth it.
The boat had this part where you could go out on it, but in the front of it. But I would have to hold on to my hat basically.
And part of the 5 hours, you get to get out at lunch. They took us to Fox Island.
Apparently, it's called Fox Island, but foxes don't live there anymore.
You get to have lunch there. There's a gift shop.
So this is the stuffed animal I got, and I named him D.
This is Glacier, the fox stuffed animal from Fox Island.
We collected rocks on the beach. That was one of my favorite parts because I'm kind of a geek about rocks. It's my birthday.
Jill's birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you. And I found a little rock that looks like a mitten.
Mittens.
Mittens! Inspired by
Mittens.
We saw a lot of animals. I'm sure the boys will list them all for us.
A humpback whale,
Porpoises,
family of orcas,
a mountain goat.
an otter,
I was gonna say parrots, then I was gonna say pelicans. Puffins.
puffin,
I've never seen a puffin close up like that before. This is the perfect spot because I get the breeze and every once in a while a splash of water. But they were also baking cookies, chocolate chip cookies right inside, and I was right by the vent. So it's the perfect spot. Super excited about this, thank you.
Oh, this is my favorite part of the trip.
If you love cookies,
cookies was really good.
I would say in a short amount of time like we had, that's definitely one of the top things that we would do. So we just finished up our boat tour, Resurrection Bay, and now on our way out, we're actually doing a quick stop to see Exit Glacier.
It's exiting. Kenai, Alaska, you a question?
If you say one more bad thing about Alaska, huh? This is you?
I haven't said a bad thing about Alaska once.
Exactly!
So when we were walking in the park, it was really snowy. I slipped on the ice and fell. I feel like I looked like a giant gummy bear going down. I think I fell 2 or 3 times on this trip.
It ended up being quite a trend throughout the year.
There's poop. Good thing you missed it.
What kind of poop is that?
Oh no, it's gigantic. Guys, watch through this poop too.
Now I'm gonna complain about complaining.
Not too bad, about a mile hike up to kind of get to the overlook, and I think you can climb a little bit further. And we made it to the overlook where we could see the glacier, and we could have gone a little bit further, but again, for us it was the end of the day, and part of me wishes we had gone, but really looking back, no regrets. It's just cool to experience it, cool to see it.
Here's Grandma, Quinn, here's me. We're currently going, where is it? Girdwood?
The next day we hit the road again and we headed back the same direction towards Seward. We went to Girdwood.
Okay, so what are we doing, guys?
We're taking that aerial thing.
Look at that.
Aerial thing.
You can actually go, and even if you're not skiing, you can actually take the lift all the way to the top of the mountain. all the way to the top of the mountain.
For us, going to the top of the mountain at Alyeska was worth it. It was really fun.
There was skiing at the top. That was fun to watch. It was a really good view.
When we got to the top, it was really pretty. I liked the view.
Just really, really gorgeous, really, really beautiful.
Here I am, stalking my prey up in the mountains.
Here's Phyllis. She's on the trip with us.
Oh, yes.
I'm just in a flannel and a windbreaker, and that's it. The boys are in sweatshirts and windbreakers.
They're a little bit chilly.
They're not hacking it.
They're
so
ready
well.
to go in.
They're ready to go. And then we took it right back down, so it didn't actually take up much of our day. If you don't know if you're ever going back to Alaska again, I feel like anything you can see is worth it.
Well, it was really cold. Inside was also cold.
So, how was it?
It was good.
Awesome.
Horrifying, a piece of jail.
Yeah, it was definitely worth it.
So we are at the brewing company that's over here. They have food trucks out here. I got the egg taco. Elliot got a burger he thought was a lie because it was in a tortilla, but it was super good. This is the size root beer we got. Guys, do you like it?
I'm too busy drinking root beer.
I think it's pretty amazing.
After Girdwood, we had read about these places where you can fill your water bottle with fresh glacier water.
See, I filled this glacier water up. It's good.
Elliot fell in the water.
I object all claims that I fell in.
When he went to do it, he slipped and fell into the water.
No! You okay?
And I am deleting all evidence. Fake evidence. Cut the camera.
So I like how if we're on a way to somewhere, and I like stops a lot because normally Mom and Dad let us have a little bit of time to enjoy it basically and have fun.
So at Beluga Point, we made sure that we had time for the little things. We got in a bunch of pictures, but we also played in the sand and drew pictures and climbed big rocks and collected rocks, and it was so simple and it was free.
Whoa, look at that. Whoa.
We were really hungry after Beluga Point, and so we picked up pizza at Moose's Tooth. Moose Tooth.
We went to Moose Tooth.
Ugh.
Yeah, I think it tasted good because I don't remember it. I think it tasted good. I like it.
The next day we went to Snow City Cafe.
I don't know why it's called that. They should change the name every season. Like not Snow City and then Snow City.
So I got scrambled eggs, pancakes, and reindeer sausage. To me, it just tastes like a hot dog.
Rain dog.
I was about to say that. Hot deer.
Table manners have gone out the window. I had eggs Benedict with king crab, and it was fantastic. Sounds like I was eating with a guy named King Crab. I had eggs Benedict with king crab. He was charming.
Good food. Would definitely recommend getting there early. There's already lines of people waiting, and it's only Monday morning. Okay, we just finished breakfast over at Snow City Cafe, which is just a couple blocks from here, which is Resolution Park. We've got the Captain Cook Monument, and behind me, which is really cool, off in the distance on the right, you can actually see Denali, which is over 130 miles away, but it's 4 feet tall.
4 feet.
4 miles high.
But you even did it with your hand.
See, look. 4 feet. Down the road here, not too far, just a few blocks away, a couple more monuments. You've got the Eisenhower Statehood Monument, and then down the hill from that is the Alaska Railroad Monument, which was commissioned by President Harry Truman.
We saw a trolley, and I think it was on purposely to embarrass me, My mom yelled,
Daniel Tiger, we love you. Hey, Daniel Tiger.
And then she fell over because she was laughing so hard.
And luckily, Matt was not filming that one.
Kind of a lot of cool things here in just a short walkable distance, which is kind of fun. Beautiful day here in Anchorage. About 15 minutes north of Anchorage, there's this little mountain called Mount Baldy.
From the reading I did on it, you can go straight up. Like there's a pretty strenuous walk up Mount Baldy, but then I had read that you can go this other way.
So we're hiking up a hill, and we are pretty sure we're at a view. So let's go see. Oh my God.
We made it all the way down to the edge. You can see this really cool overlook of Anchorage.
We went on this hike, basically, and there was like this rock.
Me, my dad, and Quinn all climbed this boulder.
Told you I was a dirty work assassin.
On our way back from the overlook, which was really pretty, we stopped in a creek because I was very hot. So we kind of played around in that, cooled our hands, like put our hands in it and cooled them. And it was fun. It was really nice. And I think that place is where I smelled Alaska the most. Just that I don't know what the aroma is or what the tree is or the plant is or something, but there's something that smells so fresh and good in Alaska. I loved it.
And then we made our way back into Anchorage, and we went to the 49th State Brewery.
I had super good mac and cheese with a great gooey amount of cheese, which I love. Goldfish crackers on it, if you can believe it. Not made out of goldfish, but like the goldfish crackers like kids eat. Wait, I mean kid.
I got this blueberry soda, and it was like maybe this tall, basically. And I obviously did not finish it.
Best pretzel I've ever had.
Here's my review of my root beer. Kind of a little tangier. I don't know how to describe it. Really nice, tight little bubbles, which I like.
A guy from my gym said the food is really good, but he's like, even if not for the food, you need to go there, sit on the rooftop if you can, because he said you can see F-22s and all these different planes fly overhead.
F-22s, they're amazing.
If you haven't gone to Alaska yet, I would suggest going there. I don't know when, but I would just suggest going there.
Have fun, enjoy the food, play around, don't punch anyone.
Alaska was definitely worth it. I think for us, one of the cool things that we've done as a family is extended weekends like this. And I feel like we're able to then venture to more places.
So I would recommend not just Alaska, but just traveling. Just start researching. Know that you can just hang out and relax some days. The more you do it, the better you get at it, and the more fun and relaxed you are. In the end, we all were so glad we did this trip, and it was really, really fun and a great memory for the whole family.
The whole family!
The whole family.
See ya!